Okay, yes. I compare this to this. It has to be -2.
So it's the opposite of that. Or it's
I have to identify A, yes.
because the first one was
So in a long division, we had to change the signs before writing. Here we change the sign in the box from the beginning. Dictate the coefficients, please. Yes? Perfect. Very good. So the algorithm is asking us to do what first? Bring down or copy 5. Very good. -2 times 5. -6 minus 10. Very good. -2 times -16. Very good. 32 plus 3. Very good. -2 times 35. Yes. And what do I have in the box? -59. Can I say that x plus 2 is a factor of 5x cubed minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 11? Of course not. I cannot say that. Let's write the final answer. Can anyone say it again?
What'd you get?
-70.
Oh, okay.
So, final answer. I'm going to copy the whole problem. Quotient, please. We divided degree 3 by degree. So what is the degree of the quotient? Absolutely. In order. This is the coefficient of x. Excellent. This is the coefficient of x. Very good. So then the answer would be? Anyone? Again? Yes? I turned the page. I don't, okay. -16x. Very good. Now careful. Minus, what do I write at the top? Awesome. Over x plus 2. What if I have doubts about my work? What if I say, maybe I made a mistake? I want to check. How do I check? I multiply this by and subtract 59. And what should I get? If I don't, I know something is wrong. Any questions on this? Any questions? Okay. Remainder theorem. If I divide a polynomial by x minus a, we can find the remainder by evaluating P of A. You can say, what? Going back to our problems. Here, this is not applicable because the quotient, the divisor is not x plus a number or x minus a number. But here, this is applicable. So if I have a polynomial divided by x minus 1, I can determine the remainder. What was the remainder?
0.
By plugging in 1 at the top. 1 at the top. How much is 1 plus 1? How much is 2 minus 2? Okay. Here, what do I plug in the numerator to check my remainder? Correct. So 5 times negative 2 cubed minus 6 times negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 plus 11. If I don't get negative 59, I know there is an error. So let's do that. So with the graphing calculator, let's put it in. So I have 5 multiplied by negative 2 to the third power. And then minus 6 minus 6 in parentheses, negative 2 squared, and then plus 3 in parentheses times negative 2, and then plus 11. What should the answer be? Okay. Negative 59. So if I have such a division, I can find the remainder by evaluating P of A. And now the remainder theorem. Please tell me, you already did a couple of times tonight, but now I want to write it. If P of A is 0, comma, then x minus A, again, you already told me this, but we didn't write it down. Then x minus A is very good. Of what? P of x. So this is the factor theorem. So the remainder theorem tells us that if I want to find the remainder of such a division, I cannot find the remainder of such a division unless I factor out 3. It's a little bit more complicated. So this requires work. I cannot find no, we didn't do another problem. I was going to look at. Every time we divide by x plus 1 or x minus 3 or x plus 5, I plug in a in this polynomial, and that will give us the remainder. If the remainder is 0, if P of A is 0, then x minus A is a factor of this. Here's a problem for us. On page 393, let's say they recommend 37, let's do 38. Or 36, it doesn't matter. In 36, it's use synthetic division and the remainder theorem to find the indicated function value. So 36. So we are given f of x, which is 4x cubed plus 5x squared minus 6x minus 4. We're asked to find f of negative 2. I don't have to use any theorem to find f of negative 2, correct? I just plug it in. So 4 times negative 2 cubed plus 5 times negative 2 squared minus 6 times negative 2 minus 4. However, what I'm interested in here is, what if the answer is 0? What is the conclusion? Yes, what is a factor? Very good, x plus 2. X plus 2 is a factor of this if the answer here is 0. If it's not 0, I would say that's the remainder, but since it's not 0, x plus 2 is not a factor of that polynomial. Okay, so let's do that. If you have the answer, don't torture me. Give it to me, please. So 4 multiplied by negative 2 to the third. I didn't mean that. To the third. What else? Plus 5 multiplied by 4 plus 12 and plus, no, minus 4. Thank you. Minus 4. And the answer is negative 4. So if the answer is -4, what do I conclude about x plus 2? X plus 2 is or is not a factor of f of x? Is not a factor of f of x. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. So let's look at, yes, any questions? Yes, 38 you said?
Yep.
Yes, 38, very good. So in 38 we have f of x, which is x to the 4th minus 5x cubed plus 5x squared plus 5x minus 6. They want us to find f of 2. Can anyone give us f of 2 when you're ready?
Is that 5x minus 6?
5, 5, 5, 5, all of them, except the last one. Yep. Is it 0? Is it 0? Okay. What do we conclude if it's 0? X minus 2 is a factor of f of x. Very good. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions?